Good evening. Hope you're doing okay in this beautiful Sunday. I've been extremely excited today. So I'll be with you about let's say 5 to 10 minutes maximum to speak about bubbles. It's Sunday. I've asked people if they wanted like a break on Sunday. They said no. And I asked myself, did I want a break? And the answer is no either. But I'm taking a break on my look. Obviously, I'm still wearing KSL, but she's got like some sort of a super cool, hey, Pat, chill outfit. So if you want to relax at home and have like a chill outfit, KSL, Kate Saint Laurent, she's the best. If you do my name, you have 15% off. Pat, there's Cool Chef watching. Check it out. This is the first time I'm cooking my own bagel. I ran out of bagel this morning and I was like, I wanted, and I didn't want to go to the grocery stores. So Bob le chef gave like a very, very easy recipe. They just popped out of the oven. So there you go. Actually, it's very good. I'm impressed. So this is it. Why did I do bagels? Because I wanted to eat smoked salmon. I have cheap smoked salmon at home. I used to have like very good smoked salmon. So if you can purchase smoked salmon with bubbles, it's a perfect pairing. They're super good. I'm impressed. It's so easy to do. So there you go. You can make your own bagel at home. I know they sell some and you can go to the grocery stores, but hey, if you can make it, it's even better. So the star of today, it's Le Cep d'Argent. If you don't have that, if you're not from Quebec, he's a wonderful producer. He came from France, obviously from Champagne. Him and his name is Jean-Paul Sieur. Him and his brother, they actually own a vineyard in Champagne, and they decided to invest in the Quebec area because the soil is perfect. The weather, obviously, it's cold, but you don't need like a very warm temperature. You need acidity to make great bubbles. So they produce in the same traditional method something called sélection blanc de blanc. So what I wanted to say is when you see blanc de blanc, in English they say blanc de blanc, okay? But if you know how to speak French, you say blanc. You don't have to say the C, okay? Blanc de blanc, white of white. And sometimes you're gonna see blanc de noir, white of black. So what you need to remember, usually when you're in Champagne, the real area in Champagne in France, it's going to be Chardonnay. Hi everyone, now I see you coming. Sometimes it takes time, so do a little heart if you're there. Sorry if I don't say your name because sometimes it takes me time to see, but I see Benoit, Philippe, Pat, Ariel. Hi, thanks for watching. Now I see the action. Thank you. So I was saying that in Champagne, when you see Blanc de Blanc, it should be Chardonnay base, okay? So a white grape only. And when you see Blanc de Noir, in Champagne, they use two types of Pinot Noir and Pinot Meunier. But what's going to happen is that they're going to crush the grape, but not leave it with the skin. So you have no contact with the skin, so no color. So you're going to end up with a white bubble, okay? But that has been produced by red grape. So basically, that's all it matters to remember. Blanc de Blanc, meaning it's a white grape. In Quebec, this white grape will be Céval. And if you see Blanc de Noir, well, then it's going to be made with black grape, but just pressed with no contact with the skin. If you look at this product, why I love it, and this is why I even made an offer to purchase a vineyard here in Quebec to make bubbles. I would like to dose it. Dose mean add sugar, okay? Maple sugar would be the best. And now you're not allowed to do so by law, but hey, you can change the law when it makes sense. Because when it's a good year, like very warm year, the grapes will be sweet enough. And it's not so good for the maple here. But when it's going to be bad for the grape, so the grape will be like very acidic, well, then it's going to be good for the maple. So you're going to end up with a good economy. So you remove the muselet and then you turn clockwise 3 times, 1, 2, and then the third time, boop. This, it's going to happen, when it's too quick. Sometimes for this, I didn't hold it tight to show you, but usually you're not supposed to make noise, okay? So bubbles from Quebec, why is it so great? Obviously, we know Champagne method, traditional method. So it's going to be like a second fermentation in the bottle. So once the yeast eat the sugar, they produce CO2. So the little bubbles that remain inside, and they produce alcohol. So by doing it, okay, the process, it's called a traditional method. It's in the bubble, you have like a beer cap on top, and then you twist it either by hand or with something called giro palette, okay, mechanical. Easier to produce more bubble. In the Italian section, so this is in the 16th, okay, century with Dom Pérignon and so on and so forth. At vegetable santé cracker with smoked salmon. Yes, this would be wonderful. At 6 o'clock, Patrick, it's going to be in French and we're going to play. I love these bubbles. The difference between traditional method, like the method of champagne, and Prosecco, let's say you're in Prosecco in Italy, from Conegliano to Valdobbiadene, which are two villages. It's the method, instead of taking it in a bubble, okay, doing the second fermentation within the bottle. I'm not drunk. They're going to do it in a Charmat method, saying you have like a big tank. So they're going to do the second fermentation, not in a bottle, but in a big tank. So it costs less money. This is the Charmat method. So it's charming because it costs less money, okay? And the third method could be like, let's say the baby duck, or a very cheap method by adding CO2, okay? You just shoot CO2 in a wine. So, well, I'm saying cheap. It costs less money. It's like Coca-Cola, basically. But you feel the bubble will be like very intense, okay? Just like a Coke. So obviously I don't like it. I like the Prosecco method because it's refined and I love the price. And I like that it's quick and stable. And obviously the technique will be the traditional method, such as le cep d'argent. When I did a blind taste, I was on TV and I blind tasted Gino, for those who come from Quebec and know Salut Bonjour. Gino Chouinard. He tasted champagne worth of $125 a bottle, another one at $30, and this one is below $30. And everything compared together, it's Le Cep d'Argent that won. Like, why? Because you have a great acidity. The concentration, like, it's very good. I love this product. I've been drinking it for so long. So you end up with a very golden color. The bubbles are fine, delicate, and they go up like very slowly. Okay, and then to the nose, it smells like almost like that sort of a dough, right? It's very good. You have that crust, that crispiness, that sort of lemony at the same time. And then when you put it in your mouth, I really find that stable. When I say stable, is that it takes the entire space in your mouth. It stays for a long time. I found that extraordinary for the price. You can find it, I believe, at the SAQ or directly at the domaine. If you're not from Quebec, you can send me a message or just check it out, Cep d'Argent, or go at La Fête des Vendanges. He's the creator of La Fête des Vendanges. He's a great man. He's doing a lot for the Quebec market. So I really believe in bubbles. And if you're at home and you're alone, well, then you can, pour yourself a little glass of champagne and do rencontre sportive to be able to meet someone, because, it's always the time. You're confined now. What else can you do? And the code will be bouquet, meaning, like a flower bouquet, like something together, BOU, QUET. And you can chit chat for free. So that's it for today. Flash course. Remember, blanc de blanc. So white of white. It's just white grapes only. And blanc de noir will be black grapes, such as Pinot Noir, for instance, that you press and you don't have any contact with the skin. So you end up with a white juice to make bubbles. All right. So see you at 6 in French. Ciao. Happy Sunday.